Evening of October 15th, 2025. I'm bouncing around here. I'm at the Champlain Fire Department, the brand new fire station. And when you're getting a brand new fire station, what do you want? You want the latest in firefighting equipment. And that's what I believe is arriving right here on this evening. It's probably 8:15 or so. At the new fire station, it's haven't had their grand opening ceremonies yet. They have a brief dedication, but there'll be more to come on November 15th, a month from today. They're gingerly driving this in. Looks like there is room underneath. I am here on a stroke of good luck. I do not have Facebook messages on my phone, but I happen to be at my computer, and I heard the ding of a Facebook message. And that's one reason why I don't have it on my phone, because I used to get messages at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't want that, so I don't have Facebook messages on my phone. So just happened to be out on my computer, and I got a message from Mary Springs saying that this piece of equipment was going to be arriving shortly. And it's being met here with great anticipation by a variety of firefighters and members of the Champlain Fire Department. Hi, Chris. I'm trying to decide exactly where they're going to put it. You see the tables and chairs. That's all for set up for the breakfast. The annual breakfast was pushed back. Today's, as I said, the 15th. It was supposed to be on the 12th, but this pushed back to November 15th. It's a temperature about 50 degrees or so outside. All right, here we go. The latest in firefighting equipment here is now part of the Champlain Fire Department in their brand new building in the corner of Routes 11 and 9 intersection. This was an original piece of equipment that was owned by the Niagara Hose Company. Oh, wildland fire in Route 11. We're in the middle of a drought. This is a piece of equipment that was owned 100 years or more ago by the Champlain Fire Department. They located it and have arranged for it to return to its original home here in Champlain. So we're just going to keep this camera rolling because this is history in the making. Whatever it is, they're protecting it. I have to look behind me at all times. I don't trip over something. There's a and look at that, they don't want to get the floor dirty or get the wheels on that equipment dirty. So they've come prepared. They had the box cardboard all set to lay out here. Try to maneuver the camera without dropping it here. I can look at my watch and see what time it is. 8:23. 8:23. So we started our camera 7.5 minutes ago. More cardboard on its way. As you can imagine, it's pretty well bolted down by the strip. Gently make our way here. This is all equipment that's needed. Fire chief. Calling the chief. Come over here, chief. John Gagnon, the third, is it?
Third.
Okay. Where's this coming from? Do you remember where his home was?
I don't remember the name of the town. It's out in Michigan somewhere.
Okay.
Chris has got all the information, so if you can get him away from his new toy, he can give you all the details.
Well, that would be a couple days from now, probably.
Yeah.
Do you know how it was found?
So it's a long story of how it left Champlain and went down to Pennsylvania and made it back up to Michigan, but the start of my involvement was the gentleman who currently owns it found us on Facebook.
Really?
When he realized that it might be our old Niagara hand pumper.
Wow, he reached out.
He found us on Facebook, sent us a message, and asked us if this might be ours. And
So he said, yeah, we've been looking for that. We wondered where it went. So he was actually interested in returning it here, getting it returned?
he apparently wanted to find the original owners. So he narrowed it down to two possibilities and contacted us, and he and Chris got together and compared pictures, the old pictures that we had found in the archives, and there's apparently some distinctive pieces of this that matched up to our pictures and made it obvious that it was our old pumper.
Now, you're a fire apparatus collector. It's unusual for people who do that to actually want to get rid of something. So this is...
Yeah. Well, it's It is an important thing to collectors to find out the history of a piece of apparatus, and sometimes when you get an opportunity to get an old piece home, it means as much as owning the piece, just because of what it means to the original community.
Right. So, any idea? Do you recall the age of this? And it's been gone for 100 years, I know.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact age of it. Old, very old.
Oh, older than anybody in this room.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, and all this stuff here will have to be put on it if you can figure out where everything goes. So you came prepared. You had the cardboard all set here, so that's not just to protect your floor, it's probably to protect the wheels in there
Yes,
too, right?
both. Yeah, steel wheels on a brand new floor. We definitely want to protect both.
At least till after the breakfast. Well, I'm glad I was able to hear that it was coming. I asked Chris to let me know when it was coming, and I don't usually get on Facebook, but I just happened to be there when Mary sent me a message. Sounds like it's starting to move. Are you excited?
Yes, we all are.
It's going to run over Todd, I think, first. Todd Jarvis is in there. He's better be careful. He's backing up. Now, this was not horse pulled, was it?
Hand drawn.
Hand drawn, yeah. When you had 3 feet of snow. If you want to get up there, don't feel you got to stick and stay next to me here. I don't want to deprive you of anything here, John. Very slowly. Whoop, whoop. A lot of heft, a lot of weight there, I'm sure. This is a Wednesday evening. Look out, there it comes down. I don't know how you turn the front wheels here, but there we go. This is probably what this is it here. I would say this is the bar that we'd have in the front. It says Niagara on it. And it's in pristine shape, as you can see. So obviously has been restored. Is okay, they did add a cable in the back that was helping to keep it from rolling too fast. Now they got to find a way to turn it. They may back it up. They may have to turn the wheel this way. They may have to do one of those 20-point turns. And those bars on the side, that'd be the pump, right?
You should zoom in and get the smile on that man's face right there.
I'll be talking to this guy first.
Okay, thank you.
He's not the one that restored it, but he's the one that brought it from Michigan.
Michigan. Any place special in Michigan?
Yeah, the I apologize. I have to look the address up.
Okay.
Warren.
The town.
Yeah. Let me look real quick. I'm sorry.
That's
I
all
wasn't
right.
prepared to. I wasn't prepared to speak, and
You don't know where you came from.
I haul so many. Well, from the time I picked this one up in Michigan, I've had 21 carriages. I've got 4 different trailers. I've hauled 21 carriages to auctions since I picked this one up. So
So it's been sitting back there and all this time. So when did
It's-
you pick it up? Today's the 15th.
I picked it up on Sunday.
Okay. Well, not too long ago. Your name?
My name is Dale Pitcock. My farm is the Elysian Fields Farm in Plain City, Ohio, and
You
I
ended up
do.
in Michigan.
Yeah, I do carriage transport from time to time on different collections for auctions and private estate liquidations. But
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure Chris Trombley will know what town it was sitting in all these years.
sorry,
Okay.
I would have had all this prepared, but
That's all right. No problem.
I can look it up this way.
Okay.
Kentwood, Michigan.
Kentwood, Michigan. Okay.
A gentleman by the name of Warren Luke. Luke or Luck. I'm not
Okay.
sure how you pronounce it, but he contacted me by reference from other carriage restoration places that I typically haul for, and said he had a very unique piece, and it was fortunately it was small enough it would go in this trailer. This is my largest trailer, and I've enjoyed the experience. It's a very unique piece. I've never seen one like it, and likely won't see another one like it.
Not in
but
person. Not in person, at least. Right?
I have really enjoyed, providing your all's transport needs, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay. And are you heading back tonight, or are you sticking around for a while?
I'm heading back actually to just north of Boston, Massachusetts, to pick three carriages up for an auction in Pennsylvania. So no
Got
rest
your
for
route
the
all planned.
no rest for the wicked.
All right. So we're holding you up here then.
Oh, that's not a problem. I'm just tickled to see so many kids on Christmas mornings, and that's what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of kids on Christmas morning.
You should have gift wrapped it. All right, we're going to keep this camera rolling here. Again, we want to capture every moment. Appreciate them taking time to chat with us. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do with it. Meantime, the trailer will be closing up, and he'll be heading for Massachusetts. You wouldn't think it would hold a heck of a lot of water here. You wouldn't think it would take very long to pump that amount of water out, but I'm not a firefighter. All right, Chris Trombley, you got a moment?
Sure do.
Is it going to sit here for a day or so, or are you going to move it into the corner?
Well, this is the first, not planning it that way, but this is the first piece of apparatus in the new station. Go figure. It's a hand drawn, not horse drawn, hand drawn. 1800s. This is where we got our name from, Niagara, Niagara hose. So, again, all the stories I ever gotten from Oral Parsons and all the guys that are gone now. Sonny Babby and especially Oral, who had the most history on this thing, was it was gone. It was in pallets. It was in parts, pieces. So we gave up on it. I know I did. Never dreamt in a million years it was around. The power of Facebook. In this case, the good power. You get Todd here. In this case, the good power. So Todd's the president.
Come on over, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Got to call you Mr. President, right? Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you want to call him that these days. So, so we kind of gave up on the fact that, and then the guy that restored it, and he'll be here for our open house, and he's going to do a whole on the 15th. Warren Lund, who's an expert at restoring these, called us up, and he saw our department on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, not for nothing, I have this old hand pumper I've been restoring for several years." Gave me the history. I'm like, well, I kind of blew him off, to be honest with you, because the story, again, is going by the stories I got.
Right.
So I pulled out a picture, I called him back, and I started looking at the black and white picture. And if you see the stars and the diamonds and the woodwork here, I mean, it's hard to tell because it's black and white, right?
Right.
It all matched up, right down to where the wheel comes by the Niagara, the whole 9 yards. So all of a sudden, paid attention to him a little bit more, and we came up with an agreement. So, nothing. Our goal is to, and of course we're still trying to get in the station, but our goal is to leave it in here at least until after the open house, and then make sure we store it properly, with the ultimate goal of, I think our vision is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, is to kind of do like some departments have done, put something out here that's cement slab type thing, glass structure with maybe like a garage door on the end of it, so we can pull it out when needed, and display it night and day. There's no reason not to. It's something like this.
The weather's good, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a $70,000 piece of history that we have here in Champlain, and that, I don't know, Calvin, you're a historian, how often does a chance like this happen? It doesn't. It's just unheard of. And the members are excited, and it's just, the timing is perfect. So, Todd, what's your thoughts on it all?
It's amazing it came back home.
Yeah, it's after.
One day Niagara Hose would have got this piece of equipment?
We're hearing it was actually during like the Oral Parsons time in the late 50s, early 60s.
That they got it?
No, that they got it?
No, yeah.
So I'll go back 100 years, 1860.
1860.
1860, yeah. 1800s.
Yeah.
So we do have pictures.
They got rid of it in the 50s?
They got rid of it in the 1950s, 1960s. And again, and Mr. Parsons was right, it was on pallets. So it was in parts and pieces, and they kind of sold it as just, get rid of it type thing. So it's gone, right? And as far as we know, it was scrap. Nobody knew any different. We don't have, even going back 30 years, we didn't have the technology to talk to people like we do now. So again, the power of Facebook, I mean, so the Warren Lund, who restored it, he's also, as part of his he's also does a great job restoring this type of equipment, but he does the research too. So he heard it was Kalamazoo, Michigan's unit, because that was also a Burton and Blake pumper, hand pumper. Then he also heard Champlain, New York. So he went to school at Kalamazoo in college, and he knew that just didn't line up, it didn't jive. So he started looking for us on Facebook, got a hold of me on Messenger or whatever, and that's how it happened. And he's like, "Hey, did you guys have a hand pumper by the name of Niagara?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Niagara Hose is our company." Yeah. So again, I kind of blew him off for a few weeks, and because we're so busy, Todd, myself, and a few others were so busy with this station, and this kind of took all of a sudden took priority. So this is amazing. I've never been. I love history. I know you do too, and Todd, but this is unheard of. This is just unheard of. So
it's hand pumping. So the
Yep.
firefighters would be on each side here, and they'd be pumping in unison.
Yep.
But it doesn't look like that would hold a heck of a lot of water.
It doesn't so much hold it as there is a little holding tank in there from what I understand, but it's the ability to pump. So when you have nothing, buckets. So these guys went from buckets to a hand pumper. This was like state of the art, unbelievable, right? So, and they could run. There's two, I think 2.5 or 3 inch connections in the front. and there's a suction on the back. So the ability to pump water, say, out of the Great Shazy, which would be kind of tough right now because there's no water in the Great Shazy, but no, I think
take long to empty
it
the
wouldn't
Shazy.
take long.
Not today. It won't.
But this thing did save some buildings back in the day. I mean,
We have pictures of this
yes.
pumping at actually Parsons Funeral Home.
But Parsons Funeral and Parsons, or the where Parsons Funeral Home was, where we have pictures of that. A picture of all the guys pumping at the Great Shazy, probably in and around where the Knights of Columbus was, I would think. So we need to find that picture now. That's pretty critical.
That'll be on display on November 15th.
That will be on display. Yeah. So again, the ultimate goal is to, I mean, get over the shock factor. It's just amazing. It's hard to believe, but again, eventually, you know, we have the new station. Niagara Hose, you know, we're saving some money for putting this thing on display, so when people go by, and I was just involved. I just went to Rockport, Maine, a few months ago with Mary, and we saw a company that had similar, not in this great shape, a hand pumper in front of their station. Again, the glass structure. It just blew people away. There were people stopping, including myself, taking pictures of it and that type of thing. So, pretty unique.
Yeah, very unique. And any idea how much is actual original pieces of it? I mean, I'm sure when you start restoring stuff, you gotta.
So I'm going to save that for Mr. Lund when he gets here in the future. But the woodwork is the brass. The woodwork is all original, and people ask, was it blue back then? I wasn't around in 1860. Maybe you remember, but I wasn't around in 1860.
Everything was black and white back then.
Exactly. So what he did is, again, being the researcher that he is, you know, going back into Button and Blake files, that type of thing, he really did an in-depth thing, and it was actually this color. And of course, these side rails, these hand side rails come down. I know I was talking to Todd, these handrails up here are not original. That was part of wood rots, right? So there's some Amish folks that had a big hand in repairing those just recently, because that's a lot of wood right there. It doesn't look like it, but it's a lot of wood.
That's a long piece of wood.
Yeah,
You can't have that in pieces. That's going to be one continuous piece of wood all the way through there.
exactly. So this thing's valued at $70,000. Yeah, so we gotta put it on our insurance policy.
For you guys, it's priceless.
Oh, it's absolutely priceless. I mean,
And of course, you'll be putting water in there and pumping it, won't you?
well, I don't think so. I think we're gonna kind of hold off on that because we got some other trucks that'll probably outpace this one, but I think we're gonna just work on continuing to preserve it and enjoy it, and you know, compare it to the black and white pictures and do. It's definitely going to be a focal point of, and it's a huge day in Niagara Hose Company. So very exciting.
Yeah, maybe you can duplicate that photo that you've got
Yeah,
and get it up by the
yeah,
out there.
that's a
and,
great idea.
and,
Yeah.
You know, get your current volunteers and.
Well, the nice thing is, it's nice to see. For me, the enjoyment is, and I'm sure Todd too, is to see the enjoyment. I couldn't wait to call him when this he was supposed to be here tomorrow morning, and I got changed. He's like, "Hey, I'm closer than I thought I was," and you know, I called Todd, and Todd's gone to bed, and he's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes, you know. So
He's a firefighter.
yeah, but to see these folks excited about it as I am, I mean, it's awesome. It's great. So thanks for coming by too. And
Well, Mary said I had to be here, so what am I going to do except show up?
yeah, well,
You had to get out of bed too, right?
well, and the nice thing is that you over the last 30, 40, how many years has recorded our history, and this is definitely one of those moments where we're going to look down the road and be very proud of it.
Yeah, that's why. Since I put this camera on 29 and 22 seconds ago, I kept it running the whole time.
Wow.
One continuous flow here.
We're glad you were here to see it come out of the trailer, and it's just to put a hand on it. It's not really. It's surreal. It doesn't really make sense right now because you look at pictures over the years and it's like, did that really exist? And it does. It did, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's missing are the people that used to hand pump. I wish those people were around. They tell us all kinds of stories.
Corey's giving it the full.
He's probably going to try to put
Especially like Oral and stuff.
Oral Parsons. I mean,
Oral was a big.
I wish Oral was around and Sonny Babby and and all these guys that I respected and enjoyed being part of, and I wish they were here to see it. So, in memory of them,
Yeah.
and actually this is before their time.
Your grandfather's brother, Phil Strack.
Phil Strack, Phil would be absolutely over the top, and just to see the community too, and talking to people in the community like Celine and different folks, and Tom Trombley, Janet, and all these people that yourself, there's a lot of people that, as you know, appreciate history, and this is great, and I'm looking forward to Warren Lund, who's our the restorer, who deserves all the credit for this. I can't wait to have you interview him, and he's going to do a PowerPoint and really get into a deep dive history on this thing.
Will that be on the 15th? Or?
That'll be on the 15th. It's part of the breakfast and open house, and so a lot going on November 15th. But yeah, so this is a great day, great night, whatever you want to say, but great time.
All right, I'll let you mingle with your cohorts.
Okay, thank you.
Unless there's somebody else, there's something else I should do here. I just, once I hit that off button, the continuous story will come to an end.
Well, we'll talk to Mr. Corey to see what his thoughts are. I know you talked to JP, Philion. Corey, you got a minute? Come over here. So, we saw you looking in the front, Corey, and you can't put a life pack or defibrillator on there. This one has no. I'm an EMS guy too, but there's no EMS equipment. So
that's the back.
That's the back. Yeah, this is the front.
Yeah, this is the front.
So everybody thinks that this was a hand-drawn, or excuse me, everybody believes horse-drawn, but it's not. It's a hand-drawn carriage.
You pull it.
You pull it. So Corey lives over on Pine Street near Church Street. So I am sure at one time this thing went up Church Street, but I wouldn't want to be one of the.
I wouldn't want to pull it up Church Hill.
So Corey.
Or pull it down.
Ask Corey as a memory. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I didn't realize it was going to be arriving tonight. I think back to my hometown in Armenia, New York. I don't remember the year. I was still a kid, but they were celebrating a milestone year, maybe 100 years. It might have been the 100th year anniversary, and they had their old horse-drawn carriage fire truck that was restored. And I remember my grandfather and my father, my uncle were there, and they took pictures, and they were all excited about having it back with the department. So it's incredible to see this, and this goes back a long ways for sure. So
Certainly going to draw a lot of interest a month from today on the 15th of November.
Absolutely. We're very excited to finally move in here, and this will be a great piece to show off. It's part of our history, and we are, as you can see, we're very excited that this thing has arrived, and we'll be able to take a lot of pride in our history as we turn the next chapter in our history. We'll be able to celebrate the old with the new.
All right. Thank you, Corey Thompson.
Thanks, sir.
And we're going to let these firemen enjoy the moment. And I'm going to show Kelvin something.
Here on the front of the box of what it made.
Tell me again.
So the plaque right here in front of the box.
The box?
Yep, saying what year it was made and the number of it.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, right there, that little plaque?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the builder's plaque that's the actual builder's plaque for
Alright. That's been recently been polished.
recently been restored. Yeah, I think it's still number 484.
Yeah.
In Blake 484.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's the proof.
I think these guys should pull it around the block one time. Up and down Church Hill.
It's a good workout, I'm sure. It's a very heavy unit. I'm not sure exactly what the weight is.
I was just telling the guy that where the old station was, they had to pull it up the hill.
Yeah.
No matter which way you went.
Yeah, it's downhill.
Going up the hill.
Yeah, but you got to remember, back in the day when them guys were men.
We're wimps like we are today. Okay, again, we're gonna let these guys enjoy the moment. I would suspect that they ought to be out of here. It's probably 8:45 right now. They'll probably be out of here before midnight by the time they're done playing with it. And our driver is off to Massachusetts for new adventures. And so wrap up. Hometown Cables look at the arrival of this brand new 140-year-old piece of fire equipment coming back home to its original home here in Champlain.